Alrighty. The song is over. Sorry, I kind of picked a long song. That was a long song, like 6 minutes long. But I just wanted to give everyone a chance to kind of come in here before we got going with anything. So welcome to the stream. It is another whale shark stream. And it's going to go the same way as the others. Basically, we're going to have a beginning session where we talk about a couple things, and we'll have a quick Q&A in case any of you guys want to ask any questions. And then we'll get into the ID portion. So I have a couple things that I'd like to talk about during the beginning session. So first of all, it's an exciting day because today is, I'm not sure how long it's been going on, but I think for at least a couple days, CITES has been having a sort of, I guess, conference thing where they hear out proposals and vote on them to see what new animals may be added to CITES and any sort of changes that may be made. Anything proposed, they go over and vote on it. For those of you who don't know, CITES is basically wildlife trade regulation. That's what they do. They regulate the trade, harvesting, stuff like that of different animals. So when they have a couple different appendixes, and depending on what appendix an animal's added to, they may be banned from being harvested, traded in any way, shape, or form. I know that whale sharks are on CITES. I'm not sure what appendix they're on. I think they might be under Appendix 2, which means that they cannot legally be harvested anywhere. So that's what CITES kind of is. I don't know as much about it as I could, so I'm going to be doing research on it, so maybe in the future I'll be able to explain it a little bit better. But today is exciting because silky sharks, thresher sharks, and Ulmobula rays, which are the mini mantas, have been added to CITES Appendix 2, which just means that we got more sharks and rays with protection, which is obviously a good thing. So congrats to those animals for being added, because now they're more protected, which is great. Wow, zebra sharks are all over the place today. And another thing I wanted to just kind of say is I wanted to talk about this last time, but I didn't. But I emailed Animals Asia about the Grandview Mall, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of being distracted because I'm petting my cat. I need to stop. I emailed Animals Asia to ask about the Grandview Mall photos to see when they were taken and to see if they knew whether or not the whale shark was still at the Grandview Mall Aquarium. And they got back to me and they said that they've been to the mall twice since they made all the articles and stuff and took all the photos, and the whale shark was still there at that time. So it really definitely seemed like the whale shark is still alive and well, and it's at that location. So I added it to Typus data, so now it's on there, which is nice. Oh, sorry, the stream kind of buffered online. Oh, there goes Alice. I'm actually looking on the window with the video now, and I'm seeing it. When you guys are seeing it, Alice just swam by on your guys' view. But anyways, so yeah, that's added to Typus data, so now it's more complete. I have every shark that I know of in Asia on there now. So that's always good. And yeah, it definitely looks like they're being fed right now. I'm sorry that it's so laggy for you guys. I don't know if it looks as laggy for you as it does for me, but like when I look at where you guys are seeing it, it looks so laggy. See this? Got the mouth opening, getting in those munchies. Yummy food. It actually might be Yushan. That's Yushan up there, maybe, getting fed. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, this looks like Alice. Yeah, this is definitely Alice. Everyone's enjoying the munchies. So yeah, we've got her little squiggles there. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. So, Typus data has been updated, which is a good thing. And there are a couple things I want to talk to you guys about, just kind of get some opinions. I may wait to see, because I think some other people are coming, so I'm going to stall on that part for a little bit. One thing we may do is we're going pretty quickly through everything, so I thought maybe it'd be cool to take a little bit of a look at some shark anatomy. Let me just find the chart. Because there are better terms I can use for stuff than what I have been using. Yeah, we're gonna do that real quick. So, say goodbye to the webcam for now. We're gonna look at something else real quick. Woo! Okay. Okay. Gosh, Rachel. Alright. We're gonna do this for now. Come here, come in your bed. There you go. Kitty. Okay, sorry, I was paying attention to my cat again. Alright. So this is what we're talking about. I'm just gonna pop in the chat, see if okay, no one's saying anything. Alright. So this is shark anatomy. And here we got it full view. So as you can see, they have very technical terms for everything, but what we deal most with is the tail portion of the shark. And I might start using some of these terms a little more. So this here, the part that's actually the tail fin, is called the caudal fin. I really don't know how to pronounce it, so if I'm pronouncing it completely wrong, don't shoot me. But yeah, it's the caudal fin. I really don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. So this is the tail fin. So if we're talking something about, like, I think some of the girls have little white parts kind of right here, I can say they have a white part on the bottom portion of their caudal fin, right? And this here is what I want to start talking about more, this kind of region. So this right here, kind of just where it says tail, from like here to kind of the beginning of the caudal fin, is actually called the peduncle. So this is kind of like the area leading up to the actual tail fin. It's like the part of the tail that isn't the caudal fin, right? So this is kind of the peduncle. And right here we have something called the caudal keel. So the caudal keel is the little ridge that they have. So like the area on Alice, it's really torn up, that kind of ridge right there that's really shredded, that's the caudal keel. So that's actually where she's messed up, is not necessarily on her tail, it's specifically on her caudal keel. And the reason I want to talk about that is just kind of because I wanted to talk about, like, I saw Michael in the chat when that one shark swam by, said that it kind of maybe could have been Yushan. But if you look at the boys versus the girls, the boys have very thin tails. So we see this caudal keel out here, and the boys don't really have very prominent caudal keels yet. Their tails are very thin, they're not as thick, and they're not as wide as the girls. And if I can just kind of, and I'll talk about this when we're in our ID session, alright? So you guys will kind of get what I'm talking about a little bit more. But their caudal keels just are not as far out. Their tails are not nearly as wide as the girls are, so that's another good way to ID them, because Lord knows it's really hard to see claspers on the webcam. So if it's kind of dubious and you're kind of wanting to sex them, a good way is that the boys have much thinner, smaller tails than the girls do. And like I said, we'll talk about that when we get into our ID session. And Taroko is really easy just because he has that bent kind of tail, and then his tail's really curvy. But again, if for some reason you can't see Yushan's dorsal that well, and he doesn't have a bunch of fish around him, and you want to kind of just be like, who is this? Then the tail is also on him a good way, because his tail is way thinner than the girls, and it's not as distinctive as Taroko's. So we'll be talking about that when we get into the ID a little bit later. So that's just a little overview of some shark anatomy, just to explain all that a little bit better. And I don't think it's necessarily a thing where all male whale sharks don't really have super prominent caudal keels, or that all of them have really thin tails. It's just because Taroko and Yushan are way younger than Alice and Trixie, so that's kind of where that's coming from. Alright, I'll go ahead and go back to sharing on the webcam now. And if I'm just like completely speaking a different language here and you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll try to explain it better at some point later, but there we go. All right. Thank you, Olivia. So yeah, and keel, from here on out, if I call something the keel, I'm talking about that little ridge on their peduncle region. So sorry if that sounded super confusing for like everyone who is in Olivia, but it can be hard to explain. But I'll explain more of what I mean when we get into our ID segment. All right. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is just some stuff regarding typist data. And so I know that like Olivia at least knows what I'm talking about here, but like back in kind of the beginnings more of typist data, like when like a couple months ago, when it was a little bit younger than it is now, like when I first started the Twitter account, I was really big into doing this thing where I made these little challenges, not like ID challenges, like you doing stuff challenges. And when the challenges were met, we would tag a fictional shark. So basically, it was kind of like a pretend research program. And the idea was when people did these things, we would be able to tag a shark with a satellite tag. And the purpose for this was that. I'm sorry, I thought I heard my parents. But the purpose for this was that there were certain milestones, like 5 sharks tagged, 10 sharks tagged, 15, 20. And when these milestones were met, there goes Taroko. See what I mean? His tail is so much thinner, and the keel is not nearly as spaced out. Like, he still has a keel, but they're just not as wide apart as the girls. Like, we see, I think, Alice, maybe? Yeah, that's Alice. Alice is coming by, and you can just see her tail is so much thicker. And if that makes sense. And her keel just seems more pronounced and obvious than Taroko's. But anyways, yeah. Or I was watching your guys' view, so you'll probably hear that a little bit late, and I'm sorry for that. I really need to be watching the actual cam. Okay. Like right now, here comes Trixie. And we can tell by her little mark right here, don't forget that. And then her prominent freckle right here by her little patch. And then on her keel, it's a little bit white. Right here. But yeah, you can just, her keel is much more prominent and they're farther apart and they're just wider. And when they connect to her caudal, they're just kind of round and it's just a lot more obvious than with the boys. But anyways, with this whole shark tagging thing, like when the milestones were met, we would do something like I would work on something that wasn't finished in typist data, or I would just do something. I know that some of the milestones include us donating to whale shark conservation, and I really want to keep doing that because it was really fun. And also what I would do is I have this map in Zoo Tycoon that's just full of like wild whale sharks as well as captive whale sharks, and it's supposed to be like our kind of fictional research center for typist data, and it was just so much fun. And I do want to keep doing that, but I want you guys to know that I really, really need suggestions for challenges and things to do when the milestones are met. Because, like, before when I was doing it, it was basically just like, oh, retweet this fact about whale sharks, or go tweet a fact about whale sharks, or like just small things like that. And I want to do more engaging, cool things than just that. So I really could use some suggestions. And right here we got Taroko and Alice. I could really use some suggestions with that. So please, if you have any ideas, even if you don't have them now, just kind of be thinking about it. Be like, what's a good way where I can, be like, okay, do this thing that is helping to educate other people just sort of challenges like that, like telling people about whale sharks or something. Just like think of anything creative that could be a good challenge for tagging sharks, and things that you guys would like to see me do as rewards for reaching the milestones. Because I think that'd be a really fun thing. And also don't forget that Typist Data also has a DeviantArt group now. So maybe I could do art challenges, be like a draw a whale shark, and everyone who draws a whale shark, for everyone who draws a whale shark, will tag a shark or something like that. So don't forget that the DA group is a thing, because that can be used as well. So yeah, if you have any ideas regarding that, please let me know. And again, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being really rambly and just confusing and sucky today, but I'm trying. Alright, so yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about in the pre-ID portion. So now, I'll just kind of sit here and let you guys ask any questions you have for a couple minutes, give you guys a chance to type. So right now it's 3:22, so by 3:30, the Q&A will be over. So if you guys have any questions about whale sharks, Typist Data, whale shark ID, whale sharks in captivity, the Georgia Aquarium, whale sharks in Asia, wild whale sharks, any of those things, if you have any questions, just ask them now. Yeah, Tumblr challenges could be fun too. I need to work more on the Tumblr. I have not done like anything on the Tumblr. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna go hop on and log in on there. The problem right now is with the Tumblr, like I don't have any followers whatsoever. I think I have like 2. So I'm kind of waiting to get more people so that me doing stuff on there will actually have a purpose. I'm gonna go log in there and see how things are going. So yeah, Tumblr challenges could be fun. Could be very fun. It looks like Taroko and Alice are like besties today. I don't know what's going on. Oh, my Tumblr's having. Oh, my entire computer's like. Okay, there we go. That's okay. Yeah, also for this time where I'm kind of open to any questions and stuff, like this is a great time to just kind of brainstorm for suggestions and stuff until 3:30 or even later. If we're really active in this part, I'll extend it a bit. But yeah, this is a great time to just kind of brainstorm, get ideas out, think about stuff, and also ask questions if you have any. I'm just trying to figure out how many followers I have on there, because, like, I don't know. I have no messages. No one's asked me anything on Tumblr. If y'all wanna, like, ask, that'd be chill. Yeah, I really don't know how to find how many. Oh, thank you, Olivia. I just saw you followed me. Yeah, I have no idea how to find out how many Tumblr followers I have, but that's cool. That's fine, I guess. I really don't know how to use Tumblr yet. Hello, Classy. Michael's having some like hardcore keyboard issues. Okay. They are, aren't they? But yeah, Michael, just try to compose yourself and say what you're trying to say, because I'm always down for stream suggestions. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's pretty funny. You can go on Tumblr for a stream and we can browse Shake Shake. Oh, this stream is like a disaster. I'm sorry guys. I'm being really crappy today. I keep getting distracted and I'm not speaking clearly and I'm just going quiet for like a whole minute. Um I'm not doing great, but you know, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, I definitely gonna be working on the whole tagging thing. Heck, maybe if we do ID for a little while, if you guys want, we can go look at my Zoo Tycoon. That'd be kind of fun. There's Tank. Not hearing anything. Oh, is it good now though, Michael? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Who to do? Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just paying attention to the chat. I'll just shout out sharks to get you guys warmed up. I can't tell who that is. They're too like enveloped in fish. Show me your tail, baby. Okay, there we go. Yep, that's Trixie. Got the little white stripe on her keel. We learned fancy words today, guys. So we got that little stripe on her keel. It's a little bit white, but not all messed up like Alice. Here goes a manta ray. Here comes a whale shark. This is Alice. Because it's big and obviously not Taroko, and Trixie just ran by. Yep. Check out that tail, man. Ooh. Here comes someone. This will probably be Taroko. It could be Yushan, but it's Taroko. Definitely Taroko. I think Yushan's gonna be kind of missing in action today. Yes, GA is definitely one of the top aquariums in all regards. Their animal care is amazing. Their habitats for their animals are amazing. Their education is on point most of the time. Um, the conservation and research they do is astounding. The only thing I can complain about is that time that they tried to catch, like, actually, I don't think they caught them themselves, but I'm not really sure. They actually might have. Like, reading their whole website about it and stuff and just reading about it, it sounds like they might have actually, like, ordered them to be caught. But the whole wild beluga thing makes me unhappy. What didn't. Yep, conservation. Did I say conversation or something? Did I say something dumb? I'm a mess today. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. Michael, why can't you type today? Are you feeling alright? I'm gonna Google how to tell how many followers you have. I just want to play Abzu so that I can put a music player full of Abzu music on my blog. How to find out how many followers you have on Tumblr. Oh, I see how that works. Okay. Why is Tumblr so difficult? Wait. Maybe it's dashboard? No, I think dashboard's just the main thing. I really don't know how to Tumblr, guys. I have no clue how to Tumblr. People are yelling outside and it's making me uncomfortable. Tofe. My typing Tofe. Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay, let's just go back to main Tumblr. I'm really bad, guys. I'm really bad. I'm so bad. Also, it's not helping that my computer is being really slow right now. That's okay. Why are people yelling? Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Maybe. No, that's messaging. Maybe this. See everything. I have 3 followers. Okay, I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I have 3 followers on the Tumblr. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Is everyone still here? Did we lose a viewer? No, it says 4 still. The 4th person must just be being quiet. But that's okay. Okay. We're about ready to start the ID. Alright, guys, just let me know in the chat. Do you feel comfortable with all of the characteristics of each shark, or would you like me to go over it again? Because I feel like all of you guys have been at my streams besides Classy, but she doesn't have audio right now anyways. So, for the rest of you who've been here before, would you like to go over it again? Or are you good? There goes Trixie. See that, oh, it's gonna lag for you guys. Never mind. I need to be looking at the actual camera. Ooh. I was looking at your guys' view, which is like a minute behind Guitarfish, behind me, so it lags badly. Here we go. So yeah, guys, you wanted me to go over everything again, or are y'all good to start the guessing game? Is everybody alive? No, this is the cam and not the. Okay. Whoa. I'm smart. My microphone is working, right? Yeah, it is. Y'all are just not answering my question. That's cool. Oh man, only 2 people are watching now. We've lost 2 people. This stream is such a disaster that 2 entire people bailed. Whoa. Looks like we're having technical difficulties. Still only got 2 people though, so it looks like it's Michael and Olivia. Oh boy. Alright, Michael's is fine. Just Olivia says she's having problems. Okie dokie. We've had casualties, but that's alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do ID now. Okay. Apparently don't need to go over the things again, so we'll just get started. Gotta wait for a shark. Here we go. Alright. Shark 341. Who is Shark 341? That was a little bit tricky first. That was a weird angle. 341, who's that shark? I will go to the chat to see if y'all are correct, though. It was actually... That was my cat purring, sorry. It was actually Taroko. It was a little tricky with the angle, but you could see the very curved tail and the dipped kind of peduncle area. His like keel part is the one that's bent. Alright, here we go. 342, who is this shark? Who's that shark? Bueno, mi amigo. Alright, here we go. 343. Who's that shark? Alright, here we got another shark rolling in at, up here. Who's this? This will be 344. 344 right there. Waiting for sharks. Is that a Wabagong? That might be a Wabagong down there. But it's hard to tell. I don't know, man. It looks like a Wabagong. Might be a Woober Goober. See that right there? It's like a shadow. No, that's actually a ray. But there was one. There it is. See? That might be a Wabagong down there, swimming around. Grouper don't block the Wabagong. Grouper, why? There. I wish like you could zoom in on it, just be like, oh, that's gotta be a Wabagong, right? That's gotta be a Wabagong. There might be another one there, maybe? Can't tell. Might have seen a distant Woober Goober, guys. It's still down there, swimming around. Pretty exciting. Waiting for whale sharks. Guess I'll go pop in the chat, see if anyone left any guesses on our previous 3. No guesses, guys? Yeah, go. Oh, here we go. Shark 346. Who is that? Who's a shark? Wanna be amigo. Ooh, and here we go. 347. Who's this? We got the tricky clockwise swimming going on. A little bit different than what we're used to. .346 and 347, guys. Gotta leave some guesses in the chat. Y'all are making me sad not guessing. Here comes someone else. This will be 348, but wait to guess till they're closer. 348. kind of shark we got here? It was 348, guys. Here we go. We get to see that tail. See anything distinguishing about the pectoral fin? $3.48. No Yushan. No Yushan. Alright. The first one, I believe. Yeah, the first one was Trixie. The second one was Alice. The third one is Toroko. Okay, we need to go over the characteristics again. Okay, Yushan has a collapsed dorsal. He almost never comes up high. He always stays low and circles around. He is missing in action today. I have not seen him all day. He'll usually be down here with a lot of fish and a tilted dorsal, and he's very, very small and very fast. Trixie has a little dark spot on her left side near her left pectoral fin. And she has a slightly kind of white or a little bit on her when she's swimming counterclockwise, which is normal. She has a little white stripe on that keel that we were talking about earlier, right? That part of her tail. She has a little white stripe there. When she's going clockwise, like they seem to be doing a little bit today, when she just swam by, she just has, again, a less messed up tail than Alice does. Alice is the one who both sides of her tail you can see deep gashes in it, and she has the very distinctive barnacle on her right fin. Toroko has a very thin, bent-looking peduncle area, and his actual tail fin is very curved and pointy. Okay? So that's the way you can ID all these guys on this here cam. So instead of trying to make you guys guess, I will shout them out next time they swim by. That's fine. Classy, you've never been to one of these streams before. You've never even heard the secondary characteristics, so you don't know anything, so I wouldn't expect you to guess correctly. I'm surprised with Michael, though. This whole clockwise swimming thing really messes you guys up, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. This right here is Trixie. Got that dark spot right there. And we can see by her tail it's a little bit rough looking, maybe a little bit, but there are no deep gashes in it. And on the bottom of her tail fin, she has a little bit of white going on. This over here is probably Alice. Yep, it is. But she's gonna be weird. So we can't really tell much about her right now. I can't point out much on her. But she's gonna go the easy way for you guys. A, loading a lot of freckles. She's the freckle bab. 2, very large barnacle on right fin. 3, deep gashes on her caudal keel. 3, very roughed up bottom of her actual tail fin as well. So that's Alice. This coming around is probably going to be Toroko since we've seen both girls go by. First thing about Toroko is he has that weird looking left pec. You can't see it now, but he does. Oh, you really can't see how bent it is because he's so high up, but you can see how curved. There we go. There, see it? Dip. Right there. Dip. And then the top, as we're going to see right now, see how that dip is? And then his tail is very curved and very long and very pointy. And Yushan is just completely missing in action. Yushan is nowhere to be seen. You can be talkative if you want. I hate a quiet chat. Quiet chats are lame. Kalia's freckles are more on par with Taroko or Trixie. Alice's level of freckles is like Trua. Is like Trua times 5 freckle level. Like, for real. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys try on your own now. Gotta wait for them to swim by. Swim by. My cat's just licking herself. Those little black tip reef sharks are so cute. Yushan has been taking a lot of days off lately, where he doesn't really come to the front much. It's sad. I miss my bae. Waiting for sharks. Waiting for sharks. There's a child getting his picture taken. Oh, okay, here we go. 355. Who's 355? Look at that belly. Look at that tail. Here comes 356. 356 is this one right here. And this one over here behind 356 is 357. Why are you being weird today, girl? What you doing? Okay. $355 is yes, Trixie. $356. Well, we'll let Michael guess. Michael, you gotta get your guesses in. Yep, $356 is Taroko. Good job. Yep, $357 is Alice. Good job, Michael. Michael got 100%, and Classy was able to identify Trixie, which is really good. I'm gonna refresh my YouTube because it's acting weird. Here we go. Alright. So good job, you guys. You did good. You did good. You're welcome. No, he actually gets 100% on like most of the streams. It's really impressive. I just had to remind Michael of everything, and he just snapped right into perfection. Very impressive. Here comes a shark. Do 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 do. 359. Shark 359. $3.59. Do 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 do. Here comes Shark 400. 400. I will boop my snoot into the chat. Yep, Troko was 358. Good job. And yep, Trixie was 359. Good job. Here is, well, technically Trixie was 400, but yeah. Here is Alice 401. Well, actually, I called her Alice already, but yeah, that's Alice. You don't need to put any numbers in the chat. I just screwed that up. I gave you the answer and then still gave you a number like you're gonna guess. Oh, I'm smart. Brr, brr. Why is Yushan so shy? Rachel, what do you think? Yushan's hiding in his room today. Yushan is being antisocial. Here comes the sun. Do do do. Look at all the fish. None of the fish are being pimped today. It's a abomination. Oh, here comes a shark. Are they gonna come around? I don't think they're gonna come around. Ooh, that's so far away. Maybe it'll come around, but nah, it's not. But that looks like Taroko. Far away Taroko. Very much distant Taroko. Oh, it's really cloudy today. I can't even see the tunnel. Or like Yushan swimming around in the distance. The mantis haven't really been coming up to the front too much. Oh, someone's down there. We got the lights. Some divers. Here is a manta. Cannot tell which manta. I do not know the mantas. Maybe Tallulah, but I don't know. Here comes a shark, 404. Finally. 404. Does it have a very tattered tail, like Alice? Does it have a very bent tail, like Taroko? Or does it have an in-between tail, like Trixie? These are the questions. Wabagong! Wabagong! I saw a Wabagong! Did you guys see the Wabagong? It, like, swam right to the front. Oh my gosh. It was a Wabagong. It was right there. And I was looking at the whale shark. Oh, here comes a shark. This will be 404. Wait, I had 404. I mean 405. This is 405. Okay, this right here is 405. This right here can be 406. Does this have a bent tail or a tattered tail? Does this have a tattered tail or a bent tail or a normal tail? Ask yourself these questions. Alice is tattered, Taroko is bent, Trixie is normal. Trixie was 404. Taroko was 405. And yes, Alice was 406. It was Trixie, Taroko, Alice. Some random loud noise just happened and it scared me. I actually can ID whales. I just only know the Orlando pod. I haven't put enough effort into caring about the San Diego or San Antonio ones. I know Ulysses and Kalia and Nakai and obviously Makani and Amaya. From San Diego. I kind of know Kasaka. Kind of know Corky. Here comes Whale Shark 407 up at the top. 407. I can also identify a pod of bottlenose dolphins, which is harder than anything else I've ever tried to identify, including whale sharks. Yep, Taroko. Taroko. And yeah, Michael doesn't know how to ID any whales, I don't think, except for Tilikum, which is obvious. But You need to learn the whales, bruh. Here comes a whale shark. 408. Someone else is getting into the fish pimping business, man. I just now realized that. Here comes 409. .408 was Trixie, and Alice was 409. So since you changed your answer for the first one to Trixie, I'll consider that correct. Because, yeah, it was Trixie. And Alice was 409. Toroko's got that bent tail. If it's not bent, it's not Toroko. Alright. And if you guys ever are like, okay, I'm ready to be done with ID, then let me know. Black tip reef sharks are so small. They're cute. I like them. I think they actually may have hammerheads in there somewhere. I just never see them. It's rare to see the hammerheads and the woober goobers. The woober goobers. I'm not done with you. I'm just... Uh-oh, here comes a whale shark. This is gonna be number 411. Oh, this one I mean. This one is 411. This one can be 412. 411, 412. Don't collide, you guys. .411, 412. 411 is indeed Toroko. Because we had that bent tail and it was so curvy and pointy. That was Toroko. And 412 was Trixie with that white keel. See, when you're trying to learn, if you tell yourself that you're too dumb to learn it, then it's gonna keep you from learning it effectively. If you just open up and try, you'll figure it out. Is this who I think it is? Who's this? Is this? No, it's not. Never mind. JK. Okay, this is 413. I thought it was you, Sean, for a split second, but it's not. 413, you guys. This dorsal fin kind of leans to the left, and Toroko's leans to the right. Who's 413? The one who just swam through the bubbles. These lights, bruh. Why do you need lights? It's not that dark in there. I don't understand. Yep, Alice. Nope, you gotta watch for the tail. The tail is oh, you're talking about the one that was... I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know who that was. That was probably Trixie. Didn't look like Taroko. Oh, hi, Alita. It's alright if you're a little bit late. We're just doing some... Yay, you knew it was Alice. Good job. We're just doing some whale shark identification. All these bubbles, man. I like how the divers are all lined up at the viewing window like, hey guys. Big groups of divers like this come in a couple times every day. One of the mantis is like, bubbles, don't mind if I do. Bubbly, 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 bubbles. 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 Look at that happy manta swimming through the bubbles. Gotta wait to see if a whale shark swims by. It's such a big tank that it can take quite a while for them to come back around. Oh, this looks like a shark. 416. If you can't get this, I don't blame you, because with all the bubbles, it's very hard to see. But yeah, 416. I can tell who it is, but can you guys? If you guys can figure this one out, I'll be very proud. Look at that keel, guys. It's all in the keel. It's all in the keel when it comes to the cam. I need to just draw like diagrams of each shark's tail. I should do that. Alright, I'm gonna check in the chat and see if you guys got it. Nope. Just nope. Everyone's just nope. It's alright. It was Trixie. Alright, here we go. Here's a shark. 417. Who is that? Look at that keel. What does it look like? Does it look like it's been through a meat grinder? If it looks like it's been through a meat grinder, it's Alice. If it's white, it's Trixie. If it's small and bent, it's Taroko. There's a zebra shark. Look at them. They're so tiny. They move around like a slithery little noodle. They're so perfect. I love zebra sharks so much. Zebra sharks are definitely my second favorite kind of shark. They're just, they're so cute. Getting a little emotional over the zebra shark here. Okie dokie. Oh, here comes the shark. Oh no, don't, okay, 418. 418. If I already said 418, you can shoot me, but look at that keel. Is that a white keel? Is it a shredded keel? Or is it a bent keel? Gotta keep this in mind make that, if I already said 417, that one can be 418. I don't care. I remember what order they were in anyway. Okay. That's alright, Michael. Maybe you just forgot a little bit. Yeah, the first one was Alice. That one that just went by was Trixie. That wasn't a bent keel, that was a white keel. Alright, again, I'm just gonna take a break from the challenges and I'm just gonna shout them out again. Because it seems like we need to have a little refresher and pointing of things out. I want Taroko to swim by so y'all can actually see Taroko. Plus, with Taroko, it's not just the keel, it's also the fin, right? Taroko has that very, very curved, long, pointy fin, and Trixie does not. So next time Taroko swims by, I'll point him out to you guys. Hey, there's Tank. Being an attention whore as usual. Look at me, guys. I'll stop so you can take a picture of me. Is that? I think it's a guitar fish down there. Is that a? Yeah, that's guitar fish. Waiting for Taroko to swim on by. We all have bad days, y'all. Don't feel bad if you're having a day. Oh, Wooper! It's a Wooper! Look at it! Look at it! It's so clear! Look at it! It's swimming all around, swimming through the bubbles. Look at that! It's so vibrantly brown. Look at the way it swims. It just throws itself all over the place. Ah, it's so cute. Ah. Okay, here we go. Got a shark. Don't try to ID this. I'll point it out. Look here. Even through all the bubbles, I can see white. This right here. This is white. That is Trixie. Look at this fin. It is not curved. It is not long or pointy. It's a pretty bland tail. That is Trixie. Here comes, I think that's Alice. That's Alice. Again, not curved. If she was closer, you'd be able to see that it looked like her tail went through a meat grinder. That's Alice. Y'all divers, like, I appreciate you and stuff, but please move out of the viewing window. You're disrupting me. This grouper just down here like, hey guys, why aren't you trying to ID me? I am an individual too. I deserve love. That's what the grouper says. The grouper feels left out. My name's Ted, alright? I have very key characteristics too. Alright. I really want Taroko to swim by. I need Taroko to swim by. Taroko. Hey Taroko, if you swim by, I'll go an entire day without mentioning how tiny your claspers are. How about that? We can make a deal. Until, if you appear, I will not mention your claspers for an entire 24 hours. That's how it's gonna be. Right? I know that you hate when I make fun of your tiny dongs, so please swim by, and I will not mention them for the whole 24 hours. That seems like a fair deal to me. So any time now would be great. Rachel, chill. Rachel, chill. Ooh, the divers are even moving along. Toroko, now would be a great time. Toroko. Toroko. And yeah, just for you guys hopping on, when I say keel, I mean that ridge on the part of their tail that isn't their fin. I know Michael got like an entire shark anatomy lesson earlier, but Classy and Lita were not here for that. So yeah, the keel is just the ridge, like where Alice is torn up, that's what the keel is. That's what I'm talking about when I say the keel. Anytime now, Toroko, that will be pretty great. Here comes a shark. Probably not Toroko. That looks honestly like probably Trixie because I can see white even from over here, but I don't know for sure. It could just be the light reflecting on her. There's a shark. So hopefully, oh, this one's gonna come around for us. We'll be able to see who this is. That does not look like Toroko, but it'll be a shark, I mean. Tomato. Looks like this is gonna be Alice. It's a lot of freckles. Yup. See, right here, look at, even though it's not as bad on this side, you can still see definitive clear gashes on both sides of her tail, on both of her keels, right? So that's Alice. Please don't pause, I didn't mean to pause. Here we go. I know a couple are heading this way, so hopefully they'll come into view soon. Tomato, tomato. Toroko, why? Toroko pulls. I gotta look at the chat. I'm not doing any numbers anymore. I am simply shouting them out so that you guys know what's what. Because you guys are struggling a little bit, so I'm just going back over things as they swim by. So you don't need to guess because I'm giving you all the answers. Hey, Olivia, glad you've been working on your thing. That makes me happy to hear. Yes, Trixie is white keel. Trixie equals white keel. Yeah. Okay. Toroko pulls. Who's this? It's not Toroko, that's Trixie. See, dark spot here, not bent or wrecked keel here. This side is not white, so when there's going counterclockwise, don't look for a white keel because it doesn't exist. But that there is Trixie. She doesn't have bent, it's not torn up, so that's how you can tell. When they're going counterclockwise, it's easier because that's on the side where she has a white keel, so it's a little easier to find. But when they're doing it the other way around and you can't see the white, just look for not bent, not wrecked. Okay? This is gonna be Alice. Yeah. Well, wait. This is my baby right here. This is Toroko. I don't know why I thought it was Alice. Yeah. So okay, look right here. Bent keel. Bent keel. Look at this fin. This is the most distinctive tail fin of any whale shark. Look how bent and curved and pointy it is. This is the most distinctive tail. If it does not have that tail, it is not Toroko. So that is the best way to identify him. You're gonna look for that. That fin and that bent keel. He's even, I think that's him still, so maybe you can get a little bit more of a view of him even. He's getting too faded, but this is Alice. See that barnacle right there on her right fin? Pretty distinctive. Then she's got this just chopped up, mangled tail, right? This keel here is just wrecked. The bottom of her actual tail fin is kind of rough looking. So that's what Toroko looks like. Okay, now it is 4:29. So until 4:29 tomorrow, I am not allowed to mention Toroko's you-know-whats. I'm not even allowed to say it right now because the 24 hours have begun. So Toroko will escape, just to make it easier, till 4:30 tomorrow. Till 4:30 tomorrow, I am not allowed to ridicule Toroko in any way or question his manliness, and that's how it's going to be because he swam by for me. I keep my promises. Okay. I'm sorry, I got so happy to see him because I've been waiting for him to swim by forever. Yes, Alice is the wrecked keel. Just absolutely wrecked. Okay, bye, Michael. Oh my god. He's leaving my stream to watch Drama Alert. I am so triggered. I am so triggered. Get wrecked. Okay. So now that we've really gone over everyone quite clearly, I'm going to give you a chance again to identify. And speaking of which, 431 whale shark right here. You want to look at the keel. You want to look at the tail fin. Who is this? 431. And 432. Look at the keel, look at the fin. And 433. Look at the keel, look at the fin. $31, 2, and 3. Yes, 100%. You are correct, madame. 100%. 3 out of 3 correctamundo, alright? The first one was Toroko, then we saw Alice, and then Trixie. I wish my parents weren't home because if they weren't, I would just be clapping like a madman. Someone has come around to see us again, so when they swim by, I will shout out a number. Oh, it looks like we got an educator happening. Probably not IDing these things as good as I am right now, to be perfectly honest. Alright, 434. Actually, she's there in real life, so she can probably see the freckles and shit and be able to ID them really easily. Not like us, we're the pros who can do it on the cam. And I say this every stream, I'll say it again. If you can ID these sharks on this webcam, you go there in real life, it's gonna be like so easy for you. It's gonna be pathetically easy, because when you're in real life, you can also see the freckles and stuff and all the information that we have on typist data, plus all these little details. All right, 435, who's that? Look at the keel, look at the fin. Yep. Alice. Good job. First one was Alice. See what you say for our friend 35. Yup, it's Taroko. You are a champion. I wasn't paying attention, so I really don't know who. Well, oh, they're swinging around. We'll be able to see. Woo! Man. $436. Who is that? Yep, Alice, there you go. Look at you. Another 100%. 3 out of 3. And you may be thinking to yourself, but Yushan hasn't been in the stream. Will I know how to ID Yushan? Yushan is the easiest out of them. Yushan has a super tilted fin to the right. He's tiny compared to the others, and he usually has about 50 fish. So you will be good if you ever see Yushan. You'll probably know. And also, guys, if you're ever not on a stream and you see a whale shark on the cam and you're like, I'm kind of iffy on who this might be, take a screenshot, tweet it at me, be like, who this, and I will help you out. And I will explain how I know who it is. Oh my, okay, an entire blob of sharks just swam by. I wasn't paying attention. This is Alice, that's Taroko. And so I would assume that Trixie is the one who swam by over here. I wasn't paying attention, guys. So yeah, if you just kind of looked at them and thought which one was which, and you're right, probably. Okay, sorry, I was like looking at messages and stuff. Work, Angelica. We do not know what happened to Alice. In fact, her and Yushan are both pretty banged up. Yushan has a little kind of scoop missing from his dorsal fin. I think Dr. Dove said it's like 4 inches or something of just chunk missing out of his dorsal fin. And he also has a big scar on his belly. Trixie's little dark patch is kind of scarishy too. Her tail's a little messed up. Alice is obviously just wrecked. All of these things happened pre-aquarium, and we have no idea where they came from. Could be, when they were younger, they got into tussles with predators, or who knows what happened out there in the wild. But they got it somewhere out in the wild, and when they came to the aquarium, they had it, and it's just a big mystery. Here comes a shark 438. Who's this? Oh, looks like we got a little friend 439 coming over here too. And if it doesn't end up being in an angle where you can identify it, that's fine. 438 and 439 right here. Ooh, I can tell who that is now. There we go. There's a good angle. Look at that keel. Look at that fin. And here comes a little 440 for us right here. $440. Okay, I'm gonna go in the chat now. Yep, it went Alice, Taroko, and then I'll let you guess on the next one. Yep, Trixie. Yep. It was Alice, Taroko, Trixie. Good job. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, I live for the applause. And also for Lita, who I know just joined recently, Alice and Trixie are the females, and Taroko and Yushan are male. Here comes a little bit of 441. Who is 441? Look at the keel, look at the fin. Maybe give a little look at the pecs, see if anything worth noticing is on the pecs. Oh, Rachel, you came over here. Do you wanna? Yes, it was Alice. It was Alice indeed. It was indeed Alice. Here comes a little bit of 442 for us, right here in the top left corner. Look at the keel, look at the fin. Although the fin's not super visible. It will be. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna see the fin. We're gonna see. Not quite. Over here for sure. We're gonna see the fin. There it is. Perfect side profile of Le Fin of 442. Who's that? Who is it? Yup, it's Taroko. It is indeed Taroko. Good job. Here comes a little bit of 443. 443. Got a good view of the belly, see if there's anything worth noticing on the belly. Look at the keel, look at the fin. That's 4:43, and here is 4:44. Look at the peck, look at the keel, look at the fin. Alright, I will check the jet. Alright, yeah, I think this has been going on for 2 hours. So I think I will go ahead and end the stream. So it was really fun, and I'm glad you all came. But I'm going to go now. So bye-bye.